The executive branch consists of the party that has the most seats in the House of Commons, as well as the Governor-General. The party that has more than 50% of the seats make a majority government. Meanwhile, the party with the most seats but not more than 50% of the seats makes a minority government. Majority governments tend to be less democratic, and minority governments tend to be more democratic. But in return, minority governments are more unstable, having to make alliances between political parties. Meanwhile, majority governments are more stable, since there's only one party in charge. The leader of the winning political party becomes the Prime Minister, whilst the cabinet is appointed by the Governor-General on the advice of the Prime Minister. Believe it or not, the Prime Minister is not the head of state in Canada. The monarch is. We are known as a sovereign state. Although we are technically under the monarchy, they are merely figureheads. This means that the Prime Minister, the leader of the winning political party, and his 40-ish cabinet members have to answer to the Governor-General. The Governor-General has three main roles: to represent Canada internationally as a diplomat, to represent the monarchy to Canada itself, as well as to appoint new cabinet ministers. The cabinet itself, including the Prime Minister, manages the day-to-day affairs, as well as gives ideas for new laws and decrees. Parliament Hill, Ottawa. This is the Parliament of Canada. There are two rooms in Parliament. This one is the House of Commons. There are two important things you need to know for the House of Commons. First, there are people with the title Members of Parliament. Second, they represent electoral districts. This chair is where the Speaker proceeds. There are 338 seats in the House of Commons. Moving on to the Senate. The Senate is comprised of 108 individuals. The Senate is appointed by the Governor-General on the advice of the Prime Minister. Senators act as a second pair of eyes towards an oncoming bill. Senators can remain until the age of 75 years old. They represent the regions and minorities of Canada. A bill cannot become law until it is approved by both the House of Commons and the Senate. Judicial Branch, the Supreme Court of Canada. The Judicial Branch of Canada. The highest court in Canada. The final say on law. There are 9 total judges within the Supreme Court of Canada. The judges come from 4 different regions within Canada, with varying numbers. The West with 2 judges, Ontario with 3, Quebec with 3, and the Maritimes with 1. The number of judges are always odd in order to prevent ties in decisions. To become a judge, you must have a minimum of 30 years in the legal profession. They are independent and impartial as a branch in the government. In the judges' quarters, there is a round table on which represent how all of the judges are equal in making decisions. This branch is completely impartial and independent from the other branches of government.